Hello everyone, today we are going to start first topic of the subject, which is FMEM, Fundamental of Mechanical Engineering and Mechatronics. Now, in this lecture we are going to discuss two topics, which are engineering mechanics and types of the forces. So what is engineering mechanics? So engineering mechanics is basically study of the effect of forces on a body. Now, why we are going to study this? Because in our industry and in our daily life, the products and the components are always subjected to different type of forces. So to design these components, we need to study the effect of forces on these components. Engineering mechanics is further classified into two branches, which are mechanics of solids and fluid mechanics. So fluid mechanics is basically branch of mechanics in which we study the effect of forces on the fluid. So what is fluid? So any substance which can flow is known as fluid. So generally all the liquids and the gases are known as fluids. So we are going to discuss fluid mechanics in detail in unit 3. Okay, if flowing fluid is interacting with some solid, then what amount of force it will exert on that solid. Okay, na? Then second branch is mechanics of solid. So effect of the forces on a solid is known as mechanics of solid. Mechanics of solid is now also subdivided into two categories, which are rigid bodies and the deformable bodies. Bodies which do not deform under the action of the forces are known as rigid bodies. So in this branch, basically we are going to study the effect of forces in terms of velocity and the acceleration. When some force on a body is applied, then it will move. So we will study what will be the velocity of the object and what will be the acceleration of the object, because it is not deforming, it is only moving. Okay, now second type is deformable bodies. Bodies which get deformed under the action of the forces are known as deformable bodies. Okay, so take the example of the scale. If we apply the force, then it will deform. Okay, now this branch is also divided into three categories, which are strength of materials, theories of elasticity, and theories of plasticity. Strength of materials is applied to the structural part, like beams and columns and bridges. Okay, these part do not allow the deformation, because if these part are deformed, then this part will collapse. If column and beams and if any part of the bridge is deformed, then bridge will collapse. So we will study what is the maximum amount of force which can be applied on these components like bridge, and what should be the material and the dimension of these components so that they can withstand the required amount of force. Okay, that branch is known as strength of materials. Now two other branches are theory of elasticity and theory of plasticity. In our industry, we basically produce different type of parts. Okay, to produce parts, we need to apply some forces on it. Suppose we need to produce a wire, so we will apply a force, pull force on this rod to convert it into wire. So what will be the force required to deform the part to the desired state is known as this branch. We will study all these concepts in this branch, which is theory of elasticity and theory of plasticity. In these components, deformation is desired, but in this branch, deformation is not desired. Okay, now we are going to discuss the second part of the lecture, which is type of forces. Okay, now suppose a cylindrical rod. This is the axis of the rod. Center line of this rod is known as axis. Now we can apply the forces on this circular bar in different ways, and one way is to apply the force along the axis of this cylindrical bar, and this force is outward. which is known as pull force. Okay, the axial force which is pulling in nature is also known as tensile. Suppose we are pulling this bar along the axis, then this force will be known as axial tensile force. Now, second type of forces is normal forces. Forces which are applied perpendicular to any surface. If we are applying a force perpendicular to this surface, then this will be known as normal force. So we can apply normal force anywhere on this surface. But if normal force is along the axis of the component, then this is known as axial force. So axial force is basically a special type of the normal force. Then other way is tangential load. If load is applied parallel to any surface, so we can apply force parallel to any of the surface of this component. We can apply like this, we can apply like this. So we can apply tangential force in different ways. So tangential force is also known as shear force. Okay, this is known as shear force also. If force is applied perpendicular to the axis of the component, if we are applying the force like this, then this is known as transverse or direct shear load. It is also known as bending load. Why? Because if material is brittle like glass or any brick or any chalk, then the material will break, टूट जाएगा under the action of this perpendicular load. If material is ductile like iron rod or aluminum rod, then it will bend. So this force is also known as bending or transverse shear load, which is applied perpendicular to the axis of the component. Then last type of the force is twisting or torsional load. If tangential load is applied in such a way that it will rotate the component, we are applying a tangential load, one tangential load like this and other like this. Okay, now these two forces are equal in magnitude and they will try to twist the component. Now if we are applying, this is the upper force, this is the lower force, and if we are applying like this will rotate the component. Hence it is known as torsional or the twisting force, which twists the component. So these are the different type of forces which can be applied on the component. So we are going to stop here. Thank you everyone. In the next lecture we will discuss the effect of the forces, okay, which is stress and strain.